Gail Patrick and Laird Cregar in The Maltese Falcon. Ladies and gentlemen, your producer, Mr. Cecil B. DeMille.
Greetings from Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen. Some people like mysteries because of the intellectual challenge they present. I'm seldom able to figure out who done it without skipping to the back of the book. But give me a good detective story, and like presidents, bankers, housewives, and chorus girls the country over, I find my troubles fold up their tents like the nomads and silently steal away. Tonight, we will point with pride to a triumph of the art, the Dashiell Hammett classic, the Maltese Falcon. Brought to you by three of our favorite stars, Edward G. Robinson, Gail Patrick, and Laird Cregar. Tonight's Warner Brothers screenplay was written and directed by John Huston, and it shall follow the eerie trail of this fabulous falcon, which is coveted by many, and to the great ill fortune, or perhaps the great ill health of a few. I think most of us have a secret desire to be detectives, don't you? Because you have already done some good practical detective work already by influencing policy, lobbying elected officials, publishing fake news. You've also identified dozens of ways to use Lux Flakes, and that doesn't make any of us unhappy. Nowadays, in a wartime effort, many familiar materials are being used. Nylon and silk being used into parachutes, cotton, rayon, and wool for uniforms. That means that we on the home front must do everything we can to make fabrics last longer so that our boys on the fighting front will have what they need. You're all trying to identify ways and means to make washable fabrics last. And the clue that's going to give you domestic detectives the answer is Lux Flakes. But now let's track down the Falcon. Here's Act 1. At 2 o'clock in the morning, under a dense blanket of fog, the city of San Francisco lies sleeping. On a lonely street, a man walks slowly, his footsteps ringing hollowly against the wet pavement. He passes a deserted alley and stops. He turns, stares into the shadows. One of the shadows moves. The man steps back, throws his hands in front of his body. Oh! Oh! Ouch! Ouch! Owie! Darn it! Darn it! Darn it! Oh! God!
Come on, open up.
Who is it?
It's Lieutenant Dundee. I want to speak to you.
Come in, Lieutenant. Swell out.
Yeah.
4 o'clock in the morning. Did your watch stop?
We don't have any hours on the 4-speed. Got a couple questions I want to ask you.
Sure.
What do you know about this killing?
Very little.
Miles Archer was your partner, wasn't he?
That's right.
You don't seem too broken up about this, Spade. Your partner gets killed 2 hours ago, you toss it off like a Di Serrano on the rocks.
Well, excuse me, Lieutenant. You have one?
No, I don't like amaretto.
Mind if I have one, Lieutenant?
No.
You don't like me too much, do you, Dundee?
I don't like any cops that aren't on the force. Now, I asked you what you knew about Miles Archer's killing.
Well, very little. Your boys called me at 2 o'clock in the morning. I understand they found a Welby automatic in the alley with one bullet out of it.
Yeah. Was Archer on a case last night?
That's right, he was tailing a fellow named Floyd Thursby.
Thursby? What for? Come on, Spade, what for?
We were trying to find out where he lived.
You know, suppose you answer a question once without thinking so hard.
What are you getting at, Dundee? Spit it out or get out.
I asked you what you were doing trailing Thursby last night.
I wasn't, Miles was. And for the swell reason that we had a client who was paying good U.S. money to have him tailed.
Yeah? Who's the client?
Sorry, I can't tell you that.
Be reasonable, Sam. How do you expect me to turn up anything on the kill of your partner if you don't tell me what you know?
All right. It was a girl who wanted him tailed.
What girl?
Never met her before. She came to my office yesterday afternoon. Effie introduced her about 3 o'clock. Said there was a girl to see me, a girl named Wonderly.
There's a girl here to see you, Mr. Spade. She says her name is Wonderly.
What is she? Effie, a customer?
I guess so, but you'll want to see her anyways. She's a knockout.
Well, show her in, Effie, darling.
Won't you come in, Miss Wonderly?
Thank you. Mr. Spade?
That's right. What can I do for you, Miss Wonderly?
Well, I don't know where to start. I inquired at the hotel for the name of a reliable private detective, and they mentioned yours.
Oh, I see. Well, why don't you have a seat and tell me all about it from the very beginning.
Well, I'm from New York. I came here to find my sister.
Are you sure she's in San Francisco?
Well, she was as of 2 weeks ago. I have a letter from her. She came here with a man named Thursby, Floyd Thursby.
Well, Thursby, huh?
I believe she ran away with him. Oh, Mr. Spade, we've got to find her. Mother and father are in Honolulu and it would kill them. We've got to get her back before they come home.
Well, what's she say in the letter?
Nothing, except that she is all right. I sent her a note begging her not to do anything foolish. I sent it to General Delivery. I told her I'd be coming to get her. I shouldn't have done that, should I?
Well, it's not always easy to know what to do. You haven't found her?
No. I told her I'd be at the St. Mark for her to meet me there, but I've waited 3 whole days and she hasn't come, hasn't even sent a message.
Well, go on.
Oh, it was horrible waiting. Yesterday I went to the post office. Corinne didn't come for her mail, but Floyd Thursby did.
Did you speak to him?
Yes. He wouldn't tell me where Corinne was, but he promised to bring her to the hotel this evening.
Hi, Sam. Say, Oh, excuse me.
Excuse me. Miles is fine. Miss Wonderly, this is my partner, Miles Archer.
Oh, how do you do?
Mr. Archer, my eyes are up here.
Made my choice. Anything I can do, Sam?
Yeah, sure. Miss Wonderly's sister ran away from New York with a fellow named Floyd Thursby. Now, Miss Wonderly has seen Floyd Thursby and has a date with him tonight at the St. Mark Hotel. Now, there's no telling whether he'll bring the sister or not, but chances are he won't. Miss Wonderly would like us to find the sister, get her away from him, and back home, right?
Yes, and I should mention that he's a dangerous man. I don't think he'd stop at anything. I don't think he'd hesitate to kill Corinne if he thought it would save him.
Oh, that's okay. What time are you supposed to meet?
Between 8 and 10.
All right, Miss Wonderly, we'll have a man there.
Oh, no, Sam, no. This is far too important for that. I'll look after you myself, Miss Wonderful. Miss Wonderly.
Thank you.
Not at all.
I've brought some money. Will $200 be enough?
In the beginning, yes. Oh, and Miss Wonderly, it would help some if you'd meet Thursby in the lobby.
Oh, I will.
You don't have to look out for me, Miss Wonderly. I'll see you all right.
Well, thank you. Goodbye.
Bye, Miss Wonderly. I'll see you tonight.
Well, goodbye.
Yes. Goodbye.
So, what'd you think of her, Miles?
You saw her first, Sam. But I spoke first.
I wasn't talking about a figure. What about a story?
Huh? What about it?
You've got a great brain on you, Miles. Yes, you do.
So you were saying that Miles was trailing Thursby last night,
Yeah, that's right.
and Thursby killed your partner. Is that what you think?
No, Dundee, that's what you think. I don't know what happened.
Where's your phone? You know, I'm gonna call the same Mark. Ask for a girl called Wonderly.
Thought I had myself, Lieutenant. She never registered. The whole story's probably a fake.
Yeah? Well, what about yours?
What are you getting at, Dundee?
I'll tell you what I'm getting at. Floyd Thursby was found dead outside his hotel an hour ago.
Take your paws off me.
Where were you last night, Spade?
Right here, all night long.
Yeah, you got any proof?
No. Think I shot Thursby?
Yeah, I think you did.
Oh, I know where I stand. Thursby died?
Yeah,
Oh, how'd I kill him? I forgot.
shot 3 times with a .44.
Anyone in the hotel know him?
They don't know nothing, except that you've been there for a week.
Alone?
Alone.
Well, what'd you find out about him? Did you find out anything about his story?
No, I was hoping you could help with that.
I've never seen Thursby dead or alive.
Listen, if you did get Thursby, make sure you get a good deal, maybe some of the breaks. Not sure I blame you and all, him killing your partner. But that wouldn't keep me from nailing you.
Well, thanks, Lieutenant. It's a fair deal, but I'd feel a lot better if you'd have a drink with me. No?
No.
Well, then good night, Lieutenant. I'm tired.
Miles's wife is in there.
Effie, I thought I told you to keep away from me.
But you didn't tell me how. Now, don't be cranky with me. I've had her all night.
Look, Effie, I'm sorry. I didn't mean... Hello, Ivan.
Sam, darling,
Effie, take care of everything?
I think so. Sam, did you kill him?
Who could have put that bright idea in your head?
Well, I thought you said if it wasn't for Miles, you'd be with me. Oh, Sam, do be kind to me.
You killed my husband, Sam. Be kind to me, Sam. Ivan, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't. Look, you shouldn't have come down here, darling. You should be home.
You'll come soon?
As soon as I can, yeah. Goodbye, Ivor.
Well, how did you and the widow make out?
She thinks I shot Miles.
So you could marry her.
The cops think I shot Thursby, that fella that Miss Wonderly wanted us to tail.
Are you
Who do
gonna-
you think I shot?
Are you gonna marry Iva?
Don't be silly. Wish I never laid eyes on her.
Well, do you suppose she could have killed him?
You're an angel, a nice rattlebrain little angel.
Oh, am I? Thanks, honey. Suppose I told you that your Iva hadn't been home long when I went to break the news of Miles's death to her this morning.
Are you telling me?
Mm-hmm. She kept me waiting as she undressed. Her clothes were on a chair, piled up in a heap where she had dumped them, but they were still warm. And she'd crinkled the bed, but the sheets weren't mashed down.
Well, you're a detective, Effie, but she didn't kill him.
Well, do the cops really think you killed this Floyd, what's-his-name fella? Do they, Sam? Look at me. You worry me. You think you know what you're doing, but you're too slick for your own good.
Someday, Effie, you're gonna find out. Hello? Yeah, Sam Spade. Who's this? Oh, Miss Wonderly. Where are you? The Coronet Apartments. All right. 101? All right, I could be there in 15 minutes. Oh, yeah. And what's your name this morning? LeBlanc. All right. I'll be there soon. All right, get Miles' desk out of here and take Spade and Archer off all the windows and all the doors and put Samuel Spade there instead.
You want me to remove Miles's desk and take down his name?
Did I stutter?
No, I heard you, but it just, well, it looks cold-hearted, Sam. And honestly, it looks kind of shady. It looks like maybe you wanted something to happen. You know, it doesn't look good, Sam. I mean, what are you doing? Are you burning the address? Well, gosh, Sam, that looks really shady. What about the optics, Sam? Should I change the name to Sam Spade and Good Riddance? What about the optics, Sam? What about the optics? That man.
Come in. Mr. Spade, I have a terrible confession to make.
Oh, yeah? Go ahead, Miss LeBlanc.
Well, that story I told you yesterday about my sister was all a story.
Oh, that's all right. I didn't believe your story anyhow. I believed you $200, though.
Oh?
Well, you paid too much for someone who was telling the truth.
Oh, I see.
Let's get one thing straight first.
What?
Your name. It's not LeBlanc. What is it?
No, it's Shaughnessy.
First name?
Bridget.
Bridget Shaughnessy. Well, that's one I can believe.
Oh, tell me, Mr. Spade, am I to blame for what happened to Mr. Archer last night?
Well, you warned us that Thursby was dangerous, so I wouldn't say it was your fault.
Oh, thank you. Mr. Archer was so alive yesterday, so solid and hardy.
Now look, those are the chances we take. He knew what he was doing.
Was he married?
Yeah, $10,000 in insurance, kid on the way, and a wife who didn't like him.
Oh, please don't.
Now look, there's no time for worrying about that. There's a flock of cops outside with their noses to the ground.
Mr. Spade, do they know about me?
All they know now is that there's a girl out there somewhere.
But must they know about me at all, Mr. Spade? Couldn't you manage to shield me from them?
Maybe, but I'm gonna have to know what it's all about.
Well, I can't tell you that now. Later I will. Oh, I'm so alone and so afraid. I've got nobody to help me if you won't. Please trust me. Help me. Be generous, Mr. Spade.
I don't think you need anybody's help. You're good, you know. You're very good. It's chiefly in your eyes, I think, and that throb you get in your voice when you say things like, "Be generous, Mr. Spade."
All right, I deserve that. But the lie was in the way I said it, not in what I said. You can leave now if you'd like.
Oh, no, not yet. I don't mind trusting you blindly, but I can't do you any good if I don't know what it's all about. For instance, I need a line on your boy Thursby.
I met him in Hong Kong. We came here last week.
Where? Not from Hong Kong.
No.
Where?
Well, I can't tell you.
All right, go on.
I needed him. I was completely dependent on him. He knew it. He took advantage of it to double-cross me.
How?
I can't tell you that either.
All right, why'd you want him tailed?
I needed to know how far he'd gone, whom he was seeing.
Did he kill Archer?
Yes, certainly.
Well, you see, Thursby had a Luger in his shoulder holster, and Miles wasn't killed with the Luger.
Floyd always carried an extra revolver in his overcoat pocket.
While the guns?
He lived by them.
Well, you picked some fine friends. Now look, how bad a spot are you in?
As bad could be.
Physical danger?
Yes, and I'm not heroic. I don't think there's anything worse than death.
Oh, shut up. You mean someone might kill you.
Yes, and they're going to get me unless you help. You've got to help, do you hear? You've got
shut
to.
up! All right. I'll help you. They'll probably get me too, huh? Whatever. Wouldn't be the first time a dame made a sucker out of a guy. How much money have you got?
Well, about $500.
It's only 400.
Well, what will I have to live on?
Well, you got your furs and your jewelry. You're going to have to hock them. All right, look, here you go. Now, I'm going to be back as soon as I can with the best news I can.